I would like to welcome you all in the lecture series of operational research. In this video, I am going to give a quick revision package, which will be really helpful for the exam point of view. So I request everybody, if you watch this video, I promise you that you are going to clear the subject without any issue. This is more than sufficient to clear the exam point of view. But if you want to have a very good package, you have to study in depth. But however, this package will really help you to clear the examination. That I am very sure. So let's get started. So let's directly move on to the important topics, important equations, and related uh, segments which are related to the subject operational research. So moving on to high weightage unit of operations research. Number one, unit number two, you have to focus on linear programming. Okay, linear programming problem. It is highly repeated questions. So in most of the question paper, we have seen the graphical method. Okay, and finding out the optimal point. Okay, optimal point of operation, that also you have to identify graphical method. You should know how to solve the linear equations. Then unit number four, transportation problem, the VA method, MODI method, then unbalanced cases in the form of theory and numerical example. Algorithm, you try to study the algorithm. Whenever problems asked, we can write the algorithm as well. Coming to the unit number five, game theory and assignment. Hungarian method is very, very important. Transportation problem and a saddle point. Those questions are very, very important. You kindly don't ignore this. At least whenever you are getting the numerical example, at least follow the algorithm. There are equations you have to remember. I'll let you know though, I'll show you the equations, what are the probable equations. Then unit number six is project management, critical path method, and project evaluation and review technique, and floats and probability. That is also very important. You may get in the form of theory and a numerical example. Okay. Unit number three, job sequencing, a job to machine, machine to job. There are n jobs on two machines. It's a common type of questions wherever if you see in the previous year question paper. Similarly, you'll be getting unit number one is purely theory. So those who can write very well the theory part, it is better to refer the unit number, and you can write at the beginning only. Theory definitions often what is operation research, what are the problems of challenges of operation research, what are advantages, applications. Likewise, so many questions should be asked based on unit number one. So these are the important unit we provided, we just displayed according to the priority. So coming to the unit-wise analysis. First one is introduction to operational research. You have to study what is definition of OR. Define OR. OR is a scientific approach to decision making using mathematical model to solve the complex problem, complex business problem. Because you people are belong to MBA and PGDM, so of course you have to write in the form of, if engineering students also having the same subject, I have already taught once. So this is for MBA subject. So business problems we can solve by using the mathematical model. What are the scopes and applications of OR? Used in production, scheduling. It is used for inventory, finance decision, and HR and transportation problem. Similarly, what are the phases of operation research? Problem definition is the first step. Second one is construct the mathematical model, collecting the data, solving the particular model, test the result, and the development of the model. So what are the different type of models? One is physical model, other one is mathematical model, third one is simulation model. Physical model means the scale model. Mathematical model is linear programming problem and a transportation problem. These are comes under mathematical model. Simulation is actually trial and error computer models. What are the drawbacks of operation research? It depends on the assumptions. It requires accurate data and time consuming. Okay, so many factors it is not included. These are the major drawbacks of operation research. I promise you, any one of the questions will be asked in your examination. Write it point wise, and don't write away out of the point. You focus on the point which I already mentioned. Apart from that, you can refer some textbook if you have good enough time. Similarly, unit number two, that is linear programming problem, LPP. So definition, technique to optimize maximum profit or minimize the cost under the constraints. Then formulation, convert the word problem into objective function and constraints. Word problem you are going to convert in the mathematical way. What are the different methods of LPP? One is plot constraint, graphical method. Second one is identify the feasible region. Third one is evaluate the objective functions at the corner points. Finally, select the maximum minimum solution. These are the major steps which are involved in the first method, that is called the graphical method of LPP. If I talk about the feasible region, area satisfying all the constraints is called the feasible region. You can take a decision based upon the feasible region. Optimal solution is actually corner point of the feasible region which gives the result. That is called the optimal solution. I hope you understood about unit number two. Unit number 3 is focusing on the decision theory and the job sequencing. So you focused on the decision under uncertainty. How to take a decision under uncertainty. That's very, very important for the business managers. So maximum to minimum rule. Choose the alternative which is best of the worst payoff. Minimum to maximum rule. Choose an option with the least possible maximum losses. Decision under risk. Expected value that is equal to sum of probability into payoff. That is actually the way how to calculate the expected value. Kindly remember this particular equation. Job sequencing. You focused on the Johnson's rules. N job, two machines. List the jobs with the processing images, then processing time. Select the job with the least time if or if on machine 1 schedule it early, if machine 2 schedule it last. You can follow the Johnson's thumb rule so that you can go for like a machine to job, a machine like a man to machine and a machine to man. Okay, like that concept you can easily follow up. Used to minimize the total time. That's the ultimate goal of like the Johnson's thumb rule. So these are the important questions and segments which you can expect from the unit number 3. Coming to unit number 4, it is very, very important for operational engineers, especially transportation problem. Allocating the goods from the sources to destination at a minimal cost is known as transportation problem. So IBFS method, one is called Northwest method. Start top left, allocate sequentially. Second one is LCM method. Choose least cost cell and allocate finally. WAM method. Compute penalty. Difference between smallest and second smallest in row and column. These are the different method comes under IBFS. Then optimality test. Optimality testing include like a body method. Find the UV value, calculate delta. Okay, that is actually called optimal method. Then special cases are actually unbalanced. Unbalanced. Second one is maximization. Third one is degrency. Okay, these are the special cases of transportation problem. So these are the important point you have to focus on unit number 4. Okay, so coming to the unit number 5, let me move on to unit number 5, game theory and assignment problem. So game theory is nothing but tool for competitive and decision making. So pure strategy. So for finding out the saddle point, maximum to minimum, minimum to maximum for the stable solution. That is actually the pure strategy which you are going to apply. That is called a saddle point. At least you can note down whenever the questions comes, you can note down this problem. So the equation you have to remember for the mixed strategy, like 2 bar 2 payoff. Okay, so I hope you understood. Coming to unit number 5, we'll be focusing on the game theory and assignment. Assignment problem. Allocate the jobs to machine at a minimum cost. That is called the assignment problem. Hungarian method is one of the most important method. Here, row minimum, column minimum, cover zeros and give the assignment. That is actually called a Hungarian method. Maximization, convert by subtracting from highest element. TSP assign the cities like the jobs, but add constraints like a must form closed loop. So this is regarding the game theory and assignment, which is a part of unit number 5. Coming to the last unit, that is unit number 6, project management. It includes CPM and PERT method. CPM is nothing but critical path method. Longest path in project work is equal to project duration. Helps to find the delay and bottleneck. It is very important for the project managers. What is float? So total float is nothing but LFT minus EFT. Okay, free float is nothing but EST minus EFT. Okay, the next activity minus current activity. PERT is nothing but project evaluation and review technique. It is used when the activity times under certainty. So we have certain steps for CPM and PERT. If you want, I can solve some numerical example in the coming session. Depends on your comments. I can do the numerical example. Even the calculation of expected time, that is very, very important. You please study the equation accordingly. Even variance equation also you have to follow. Equation for variance. Similarly, here you have to calculate Z. Okay, so these are the important equation from unit number 6. So study the following formula like LPP, feasible region, corner point, and the best value. This is the way how to calculate the best value. Similarly, transportation problem, VAM penalty, difference lowest and second lowest. Body method is actually U plus V, that is allocated cost. Delta is nothing but cost minus U plus V. Follow these equations. Hungarian method, row minimum, column minimum, cover zeros, and finally you are giving the assignment. So per technique, you're supposed to calculate the expected time by using the following equation. Job sequencing, short job and early or late depending on the machine. So kindly focus on this method. Attempt the problem questions first. It is my suggestion. If you are good in theory, write the first equation, first unit first. Okay, focus first unit at the beginning only. Write the formulas and steps because you will be getting a partial credit. Don't worry about the final answer. Transportation and assignment problem, draw the neat tables. CPM and PERT method, draw the algorithm and draw the clear network diagrams. In theory, answer the bullets and headings so that examiner will come to know that candidate is presenting well. Similarly, short answer also you have to prepare well. Scope of OR, CPM versus PERT, assignment versus TSP, job sequencing rules. So short questions also you have to prepare well. If you need any support, you can give the comment box. Based on the comments, I am going to compose new videos. So thank you so much for watching this video. Kindly subscribe our channel for getting the similar kind of video. I request you to like this video if you pleased my presentation. Also, I request you to share the video with the stakeholder, those who are working in the similar domain. Give the comments for the betterment of for the better presentation. Happy learning. I wish you all the best for the examination. Thank you.